keeping you company on this gorgeous sunny Wednesday afternoon, the 6th of September. And we are still in our virtual kitchen with your midweek menu. And today I'm joined by the award-winning Sian Day from Swansea, whose Welsh cakes took home first prize in this year's British Street Food Awards in the desert? I want to feel like I'm in a desert. In the dessert category, yes. And I'm delighted to say that Sian's with me. So, Sian, what are you making for us today? Remind us again in case someone's just joining us.
So this is cookie pie.
Cookie pie. Where did you get that idea from?
Well, it's very popular at the moment, especially what I thought would be among youngsters, but actually everybody loves it.
Really? Why?
Yes, it's very sweet. It's essentially a cookie.
Big cookie. Yes.
And it's filled with your favourite chocolate spread or chocolate hazelnut spread and chocolate bars or wafer bars or biscuits of your choice, whatever you love.
Okay.
Fill it. And then it's topped with cookie as well.
And so all of us can have a go at this at home. You think it's
absolutely.
easy enough?
Really easy. Kids can do it.
Okay. So how do we go about making this?
Okay, so you take your softened butter, not too soft, into a bowl, mix with light brown sugar. It has to be light brown sugar because it has a nice caramel texture and taste. Then you add in 2 egg yolks, a little splash of vanilla, combine. Then you add in your plain flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Then you have a stiff dough. Then you take a cake pan, you grease it and line it, and then you put 1/3 of the dough into your cake pan, pull it up the sides so the sides are covered as well, so it looks like a pie. And then you fill it with your favourite spread, chocolate or hazelnut spread. Then you layer it with your favourite chocolate bars. Then you put more of your favourite chocolate spread in, and then you roll out a nice thick disc, which will be the lid, and then you press it gently on top and then tuck it around the sides with a fork. So you're essentially making a pie.
Yeah.
Into the oven, 30 minutes on 170. Keep an eye on it. It needs to be nice and golden brown on top. Then it needs to set. So when it comes out of the oven, it needs to cool. Cut it the next day or keep it in the fridge for a few hours because it needs to firm up a bit.
I've just had a slice. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you know, when you said it's very sweet, I thought, I'm going to find that sickly, but it's not. It's very nice. What would you serve that with?
A little bit of ice cream, some caramel sauce, or just on its own, really. Some fruit berries.
It's a nice cup of tea. Actually, I've got a couple of Earl Grey here as well, which I can... How did you remember all the... Normally, people are looking at notes. You remembered all that. You've done that a few times, have you?
Made a few of them, so...
So you said about chocolate in the middle. Is there a particular chocolate bar that works really well in this one?
Okay, so...
We don't want to advertise things, but tell us.
Okay, Kinder Bueno.
Really? That's one of my favourite chocolates, actually.
Yes.
Okay, all right, that sounds absolutely lovely. And you can also modify things perhaps with the chocolate chips if you want to put white chocolate, dark chocolate. This is a real treat.
It is a treat.
And can you enter the Street Food Awards again, or is one time winning it is the only time you're allowed to be on there?
Oh, I'll have to check that.
Because I think this one would do very well.
That'll be the entry.
Yeah, it sounds gorgeous. And can you make modifications with this if you wanted to make it a vegan? Could you take out the eggs and maybe put in, I don't know, what do they put instead?
There's an egg substitute you can use, and obviously, but it is the butter that makes the cookie pie very Moorish. But there are some very good vegan alternatives out there now, so yes, it can be modified.
Do you make vegan recipes?
I don't personally. I have tried and dabbled, but I haven't been that successful.
I think, the secrets all with you lie with the Welsh cakes, don't they? So you said the salted butter is very important. You said the medium hot griddle is very important. Any other secrets you can share with us?
Don't move away from the stove when they're cooking.
Oh, that's a good one. And what do you spray the griddle with?
So I just rub it with a little bit of butter. And when we're doing the pop-ups and events, we use the electric griddle, so they are kind of non-stick. And then there's an even heat from them, so they don't burn and catch for the ones that are around the outside and things.
And I've seen all these flavoured, Welsh cakes around, and I just like the original, if I'm honest. Have you noticed the rise in people wanting to kind of change things up a little bit?
Traditional are definitely the best seller. However, Christmas time we do a Bailey's Welsh cake, which is very nice, an Irish cream.
Yeah.
And we do the chocolate chips and cranberries, and we've experimented with different flavours. And the children who don't like raisins love the chocolate chip ones.
Yes.
So you can put most fruits, dried fruits in them, chocolate chips. And of course, if you don't like anything like that, you can keep them plain, split them in the middle, slather them with some of your favourite jam, and then you've got jam splits.
I don't like raisins in cakes. I like raisins on their own. But in Welsh cakes, it just works. It's one of those things, isn't it? Sian, thank you so much for coming in today, bringing me heaven on a plate and sharing your delicious recipe with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Please come back